Padel conquers the world. Where is it played the most? How big is padel tennis today? According to the most recent reports from the International Padel Federation, FIP, and other specialized sources, padel tennis is played in some 130 countries. There are more than 30 million players, about half of whom practice frequently, once a week or more. Europe has approximately 70% of all padel tennis courts in the world. Main countries where padel tennis is more deeply rooted. These are the countries that stand out for having more players, infrastructure or strong padel tradition. Spain 5.5 million players. More than 15 to 16,000 tracks. Spain is the mecca of modern padel, great investment in clubs, strong support from the federation, a sports culture that values this social and competitive sport. Italy nearly 1.5 million players. Between 9,000 districts and clubs, about 9,000 tracks. Accelerated growth in recent years, increasing investments, institutional recognition, and major international tournaments. Argentina approximately 1.3 to 1.4 million. Very numerous tracks, very good competitive level, many regions where it is a popular sport. Strong tradition, elite players, established padel culture. Mexico about 1 million players. Numerous tracks are growing, private and public clubs are getting involved in the sport. Important Latin American market, good climate, sports tourism, growing interest in classes and tournaments. Sweden several 100,000, rapidly growing numbers after the pandemic. Many clues per person, good ratio of clues/population. Strong increase in indoor infrastructure, social acceptance, good media support. Brazil, Chile, Portugal. Brazil, 700,000 players, Chile and Portugal smaller numbers but significant growth. Chile and Portugal already have well-established clubs and modern facilities. Favorable climates, tourism, sports clubs adopting padel tennis courts, sport is perceived as social as well as competitive. Emerging countries, where padel is exploding. Beyond the traditional leaders, there are several countries where padel is growing very fast, United Kingdom and Ireland, huge growth in internet searches, with overflow interest but still relatively few leads. Germany, although starting from a low base, there is already a noticeable increase in clubs, licenses and track census. Gulf countries such as United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, heavy investment in private clubs, resorts, etc. Asia, Indonesia, Thailand, Japan, and Africa, South Africa, Morocco, Tunisia, the sport is beginning to take root, mainly in urban areas or in exclusive clubs. Factors explaining success in these countries. Why is padel tennis growing so fast in some countries? Ease of learning, low barriers. To begin with, it does not require much technique or physical preparation at the level of more demanding sports, which makes it attractive as a social sport. Accessible infrastructure. Spain exemplifies this well, many clubs, public and private courts, indoor and outdoor. When the courts are numerous, access becomes easier. Sports and social culture. In Latin America and Spain, sports already had roots, but now it is seen as a social meeting point, a leisure activity, something to share among friends/family. Climate, geography. In countries with a good climate, outdoor play is favored for much of the year. In cold countries, indoor courts are used. Promotion, tournaments and media. Having important tournaments, recognized figures, media coverage helps a lot to attract new players. Economics and purchasing power. An important part of the growth is in private clubs, resorts, etc., so where there is economic capacity, the sport expands faster. The future of padel tennis. Padel is not only growing in number of players and courts, but it is also becoming more professional and globalized. New international circuits, tournaments such as Premier Padel and the World Padel Tour have brought the sport to iconic venues in Doha, Paris, Rome and Dubai. This not only gives visibility, it also raises the competitive level. Increased media presence, more and more TV channels and streaming platforms broadcast padel tournaments, bringing the sport closer to millions of viewers and making it more aspirational. Integration in large sports clubs, many tennis, soccer and sports clubs are adding padel tennis courts to diversify their offerings. This generates a domino effect that accelerates expansion. Inclusive family sport, padel tennis is one of the few sports that can be played in mixed pairs, with different levels of skill and age. This makes it a social, accessible and attractive activity for entire families. Olympic projection. Although not yet part of the Olympic Games program, the International Padel Federation is actively working for padel to achieve the necessary recognition in the coming years. Its expansion in more than 130 countries is a key step towards that goal. Final reflection. Padel is no longer just a minority or regional sport, it has gone global. Although Spain is still the country with the most players and courts in the world, countries like Italy, Argentina, and Mexico are stepping up their game. Moreover, growth in emerging countries suggests that in the coming years we will see Padel become even more normalized as a social, accessible and competitive sport in many parts of the world. Thank you for watching the video.